I see this all the time. People in their 30s and 40s struggling to lose fat, keep it off, and then go on to build muscle. They're stuck in a cycle of dieting and regaining the fat. And when guys like that come into my coaching, it's always the same habits that are keeping them stuck. Today, I'm going to explain 5 of these habits to you and tell you what you need to do to fix them. So just like my clients, you can build the body that you've always wanted. My client Dave struggled to drop weight even though he was eating less than 1,700 calories a day. He told me, "Chris, I'm busy, I don't have time to prep my food." So he'd get meal deals on the go and put meals together based on what he had in his fridge. More often than not, it was a strange collection of foods that didn't really go together. And because vegetables aren't that convenient, he didn't eat many of them. Some days he wouldn't have any. You might rely on convenience food to save time. A lot of people do. But what you might not realize is that it costs you energy and your cravings will go through the roof from never really feeling full. You never get enough vitamins, minerals, or fiber, even if you hit your macronutrient targets. So the solution is simple. Spend 30 minutes on a Sunday evening and a Wednesday evening to prepare your breakfast and your lunches for the week. Yes, you'll need to plan it out and put some effort into preparing the meals, but the effort you put in will pay you back with the extra energy you have during your working day. You'll also be less hungry in the evenings, making it easier for you to say no to the snack cupboard or raiding the fridge when you get home from work. The next habit is about mindset, and it will help you lose fat, but also enjoy your life more. My client David never missed a workout. No matter where he was, he would train. Hotel with a gym? Great, he'd get up early and go. A hotel without a gym? No problem. He'd do a bodyweight workout in his room. Early start with work? Fine. He'd wake up 20 minutes before he has to, just so he could get a short workout in. This habit isn't about working out, although that is an important part of fat loss. It's about how you react to situations when they're not perfect. You might fail because you don't focus on what you can control and you give away your power to circumstance. You might go to a restaurant and overeat because there's nothing on the menu, when in reality, you could order a meal and ask the server to swap the calorific parts like chips for salad or veg. You might not want to do that in the moment, but trust me, when you're walking out that restaurant door, you'll be pleased that you made that choice. You might not work out because you don't have access to a gym, even though you could do a bodyweight workout in your hotel room. So if you want to successfully build your dream body, you need to focus on what you can control and not let situations take your power away from you. That may mean you need to say no to something that you would like to do in the moment. But in 6 weeks' time, when you're a stone lighter and you need to punch new holes in your belt, you won't even remember missing out on what you wanted in that moment. The next habit is one of the reasons why so many people have poor health. We all know someone who tells you that they can't lose weight, even though they're eating like a dormouse. They'll skip breakfast, have a salad for lunch, then meat and veg for dinner. Despite this, the scale doesn't budge. Then when they get fed up and order a takeaway, they gain a kilo overnight and then they struggle to lose that. The reason this happens might not be because of food. More likely, this is because they barely move their body. One of the biggest factors that burn calories is your NEAT. This is a fancy way of saying how many calories your body burns when you move around. Walking, fidgeting, tapping your finger, things like that. People who don't track their daily movements often do 5,000 steps or less per day. This means the calories their body burns is barely above their basal metabolic rate, which isn't much. One of the best ways I can get clients to shift weight is by getting them to walk more. And you can do the same. That might be a 30-minute walk on your lunch break, buying a walking pad and using it when you watch Netflix or football highlights. But the key is preparation. So sit down and plan when you can get more steps into your day. As a rule of thumb, 10 minutes of walking is about 1,000 steps. So if you currently do 4,000 steps a day and you want to get to 10,000 steps, you need to find another 60 minutes in your day to walk. A good target is 10,000 steps per day. I know that gets a lot of stick, but if you're hitting that, then you'll feel a heck of a lot better and fat loss will be a lot easier. My client Aaron struggled to be consistent. His cravings were through the roof. He'd snap at his kids and he relied on caffeine to get through the day. He felt tired all the time, and all of this came down to one habit: a lack of sleep quantity and quality. He'd go to bed late and spend 20 minutes doom scrolling until he'd finally drop off. Poor sleep is like playing life in hard mode. Sleep is where your body and mind recharges its batteries for the next day. Life is a lot easier when you prioritize your sleep and do everything you can to get good quality. If you've got kids, you know they function so much better when they get a full night. If they ever wake up early, good luck getting through the day. Let's go back to you. Even if you're forced to go to bed late because you have to work, you can still make sure your phone is in another room and you spend time unwinding before your head hits the pillow. If you're skeptical about sleep, do everything you can to improve your sleep for a week and see if you find your day-to-day easier. The last one is more about mental health, but mental health and physical health is bi-directional. So if you improve one, the other is going to improve too. And good mental health makes sticking to a nutrition plan and exercise program easier. When you're in a queue, do you pull your phone out to check your social media or your emails? What about when you sit down on the toilet? When you're commuting, do you listen to a podcast or music? When was the last time you spent some time sitting with your thoughts in silence? Letting your inner voice chat away without distraction. Most people struggle to sit with their own thoughts, but when you do, something amazing happens. Your brain goes into a mode called divergent thinking. This is when your subconscious connects different data points in your brain to answer questions that you don't even realize are causing you stress. Trouble at work? Funny how when you're having a shower or about to drop off to sleep, that's when the solution comes to you. This is divergent thinking at play. But we don't let ourselves have enough of this time. Instead of letting ourselves get bored and create solutions to the problems playing on our mind, we distract ourselves. If you let yourself sit with your thoughts, your unconscious mind will untangle the problems that are causing you stress. Less stress, and you're less likely to reach for food, booze, or miss a workout. When you commute to work, go on a walk, or sit on the toilet, don't distract yourself with your phone or a podcast. Let your mind wander and see how you feel after. Fix those 5 habits and you'll find losing fat and building muscle a heck of a lot easier. And if you want a 4-week plan that is all laid out for you, then I've got that for free and you can get it by clicking the link below this video. Thanks for watching.